My icing used to look like this.
But when you take testosterone out of the equation, your icing goes from this to this.
A little bit more clear.
I'm gonna be sick. So Lilly Tino is a TikTok trans predator who is infamous for getting online and crying about being misgendered whilst looking like John Riley from Step Brothers. They were also known for going to Disney World and taking pictures with children in the back. Yeah, do you think they were sorry?
I took those photos with a very clear goal in mind, which was to show a non-passing trans woman existing peacefully in a bathroom. There are a lot of opinions out there, especially from people like Jeffrey, that we're faking it, that we are, just in bathrooms to cause trouble and hurt women and children, and none of that's true. It's ridiculous. Like, we are in the bathroom for the same reason as you.
No, see, the thing is, Jeffrey was not talking about the entire trans community. Jeffrey was talking about you. Jeffrey didn't say everyone's faking it. He says you're faking it, which you can't convince me otherwise. But nowhere in that video did Lilly Tino ever apologize for taking videos and pictures with children in the background in the bathroom. Never. And that's how you know they're predatory, because they will come up with any damn excuse to be able to continue their piss poor behavior, which is harmful to women, children, and the trans community. It's everyone else's fault of why Lilly Tino does what they do, not I was wrong, I'm sorry, I'll take this stuff down. No. All of it's still up. Oh, and the thing is, this wasn't their first Disney video. This wasn't even their second Disney video.
I'm gonna get banned from Disney. I swear we're about to get banned from Disney. Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I noticed some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand. That's bad because the outside of the wand is what becomes the inside of the tunnel, so you don't want hair growing there, or else it's very uncomfortable. So I talked to my surgeon, and he said that it would be best to postpone the procedure until after hair removal is complete. This is obviously disappointing because I was really excited to have a marshmallow tunnel sooner. That being said, it is still happening. We're just not sure when it's happening. Hair removal is a fickle thing, and it's really hard to predict when it will finish. But my hair removal technician thinks it will be before the end of the year.
Do you guys hear the kids in the background? Do y'all hear the kids screaming and having a grand old time at Disney World? And this person, this predator, and I will continue to use that word because it's exactly what they are, is talking about their private areas, but they're using food. Doesn't make it any less disgusting, doesn't make it any less vile and gross. And the backlash that they received from that video alone, you would think they'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it anymore. Oh, no. Quite the opposite. They actually doubled down on it.
I think Disney's gonna ban me for this one. My corn dog is still intact. I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog. I do hair removal every week for 2 hours straight. It is not fun or easy, but once that is finally done, hopefully by the end of the year, they are going to take my corn dog. These ears do not want to stay on. They are going to cut it down the middle. This is not the best knife for this. They will then take off the outer lining of the corn dog. Okay, I'm actually impressed that I'm doing this good of a job. Like so. Flip it inside out and make something of a tunnel. This tunnel will then become, well, my hands are disgusting. Now you might be asking why I would do this or why anyone would do this.
They have ruined certain foods for me because of their comparison to their private area. I will never look at a corn dog again. I'll never look at a cake pop from Starbucks ever again. Now, if I still haven't sold you on the fact that they're a predator and you think that maybe the whole Disney thing was just a misunderstanding. Do you guys know who Miss Rachel is? Yeah, so she primarily talks to toddlers and like kids under 5, okay? Yeah. Lilly Tino decided that they were going to cosplay Miss Rachel.
Hi friends! Today we're going to talk about something super important. What it means to be transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both? Do you have your answer? Great. Now I want you to imagine that everyone keeps telling you that you're something else, even though in your heart, you know who you are. Wouldn't that make you sad inside? People who feel like this are transgender. And if you're not transgender, it's super easy to be friends with someone who is.
You cannot sit there and tell me that these videos were not directed at children. The way that he was talking in these videos is like he's explaining it to a 5-year-old. Why, if you're not a predator, are you focusing your educational videos on children? Yeah, I need someone to go and check that laptop because something's a little off here. I need the search history immediately. I swear there are people who are put on registries for less than this. For less than this. And after all of this nonsense, there are still people who will stick up for this monster. So besides their whole rampage through Disney, their whole shtick is going to restaurants on TikTok Live, panhandling for money, and crying about getting misgendered.
I would like a cookie. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sorry.
What kind of cookies do you have?
Yeah, go take some here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Makes me not want a cookie now. I don't think I want to give this place any more of my money. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's also like I'm trying to take these things in stride a little bit more lately. I'm not happy about it. I don't like getting misgendered. It really stinks. If the person hadn't corrected themselves, I would have corrected them, but they did immediately. Sometimes people will say like, well, voice train Lily.
I don't even know where to begin because do you see what you're wearing? Do you see what you look like? And the thing is, you had FFS, facial feminization surgery. You were a lost cause, okay? They took your money and ran. They gave you nothing because you look exactly the same. The fact that you expect people to know that you're transgender just because you rock that side pony and you wear clothes that are obviously way too small for you and your stomach is just hanging out of your jeans. Why would anyone expect you to be a woman? You are literally the epitome of what a man is. If it walks like a dog, talks like a dog. The difference is with other trans people who don't pass, they are self-aware enough and they are not pushing it on other people and making it other people's problems. Lilly Tino, you look like a man and you are going to get gendered as a man. That is your own problem that you need to fix on your own. Like, it is not the world's problem to walk on eggshells around you because it's a knife to the heart and it hurts your feelings. Boo-hoo. And because of their frequent misgendering, they have decided to go down the path of education. Yeah.
My icing used to look like this.
But when you take testosterone out of the equation, your icing goes from this to this.
A little bit more clear. You see, without testosterone, your body stops making those Olympic swimmers. And without the swimmers,
Your icing changes in consistency.
I think Toaster Strudel just went bankrupt. To be honest, no one will be buying Toaster Strudel again. At least it will not be in my house. What? Nobody asked for this type of education. Nobody cares. It's actually really not education. If somebody wants to know these descriptive, grotesque things about trans people, they can Google them. But no one asked you to describe any sort of fluids.
unfortunately, I was born with a banana, but I will be turning it into an orange eventually. But if someone was born with an orange, can they go the other way and turn it into a banana? Yes, they can. And there are two main ways to do it.
Who is watching these videos and are like, yes, this is educational. This is where I'm learning all of the things I need to know about trans people. Fucking no one, actually. After I've seen any of these videos, I've just doubled down on my opinion that you're a creep and a predator and a danger to society. Being trans this day and age is now 10 times harder because of the people like Lilly Tino. They have made regular trans people like myself have to walk on eggshells in public, in life, just because of the fact that they have caused a ruckus and the worldview of trans people is negative. Which again, I don't really blame people because if that's what you have walking around, I would also think that they're all crazy in the head. My tidbit of advice for anybody is do not be like Lilly Tino. Stop advocating for people like Lilly Tino just because they're trans and you think you have to. You're harming us more than you're helping us.